Thanks for joining me today. If you're new to our channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to like and share with friends. Now, me and my son headed over to the job site to see what we can get done today. I started working on the north corner, taking off some of the 6-inch well-aged car siding, and my son started taking off some of the horizontal boards on the top of the roof. Now, I reclaimed some old car siding from a previous job with a good friend of mine, Larry, last year. I had a little ceiling project I used the old car siding for, and I liked the antique look that the wood gave. Now, when you're taking this kind of material off, you have to be careful that you don't split the boards or damage the face of it. Now, these pieces are about 9 or 10 feet and be great for another project. Now, our main focus for today is to try to get the rest of the east side of this one section done. I'm finishing up taking all the nails out of this 6-inch car siding so I don't have to do it later. This way, when we get it back to the house, we can stack it up nice and neat. The main thing when you're trying to reclaim lumber, you have to take your time, be careful that you don't damage too much. Now, most of the horizontal boards my son was working on are not too good, but that's okay, because there's plenty of 2x6s that are in good shape, and most can be salvaged to use for project or sell for a little cash. Almost all of this lumber is Douglas fir. If you're not familiar with Douglas fir, it's a type of evergreen that logging companies used to harvest. It's not as good as cedar, but it's better than pine. Google the price and you see what I'm talking about. Now, I need to get a few braces off the top and separate a couple of boards and sawzall a few pieces so we can start dropping this wall. Once it's on the ground, I could separate the 2x6s and save the ones that are good. Some of the 2x6s on the exterior were pretty bad shape, so we couldn't save it all. That's to be expected on the outside. The boards are exposed to the weather, and after 50 years or plus, some of the wood didn't make it. Also, when you're storing wood, it needs to be very flat so it don't warp. In the meantime, we bring a few of the goodies to the truck. But that's okay. We get a little closer to the middle of the building, and the lumber looks real nice. Now, these cross beam supports are 2x8s, and they're in real good shape. They're about 10 feet or so, and they'll be good lumber for someone with the building project. Now, the scaffolding has been a great help, and it beats the heck out of having to use a ladder. Now, we have one more piece to get on the ground to make sure it's safe to work on. Now, this is only one section, and we already have a good stack of lumber and sheeting at the house. Now that we got all the material on the ground, we have to tear down the scaffolding, clean up a few things, and get the lumber ready to load up in the truck. But I know the work's not finished there. Once we get the material back home, we still have to take all the nails out of the boards before the lumber's ready for a project or ready for a customer to buy a little. Now we have 5 more sections to go if the weather stays nice out. I expect to go and keep working on the building. Now we're getting close to the end of the day. All in all, we had a good day, and we got the car siding, some 2x6s, a few 2x8s. Once we gather up all the tools and load up all the rest of the wood we salvaged, we can head home. And we save all this lumber from going into the landfill. I want to thank everyone for watching and following along, and we'll see you in the next one.